Do you have a short attention span and find it easy to get distracted? Are you unable to sit still, especially in quiet environments? Do you often feel the need to change activities or tasks frequently? Do you act without thinking? Do you interrupt conversations, even your own? Have you ever wondered you might be suffering from ADHD? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are adding a new branch to our wisdom tree, psychiatry. We will explore various illnesses and disorders within this field. The first subject we'll dive into, a common issue today, is ADHD. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. To understand it better, we can divide it into sections. Firstly, what is attention? Attention is the ability to actively process specific information in our environment while tuning out other details. It's like using highlighter or spotlight. It makes what we focus on stand out. However, attention is limited, both capacity and duration. Essentially, we can focus on a few things for a limited time. That's why it is important to manage of attentional resources effectively to make sense of the world. Secondly, what does actually hyperactivity mean? When we can say that someone is hyperactive? If a person displays six of the symptoms listed in the criteria, we can classify them as hyperactive. 1. Often fidgets with or taps hands or feet or squirms in seat. What did we talk about at first? Couldn't sit still. 2. Often leaves seat in situations when remaining seated is expected, like leaves his or her place in the classroom, in the office or other workplace, or in other situations that require remaining in place. 3. Often runs about or climbs in situations where it is inappropriate. There's a note about it. In adolescents or adults may be limited to feeling restless. Maybe you can do it as a child, but you can't do it anymore because you know there's social rules. 4. Often unable to play or take part in leisure activities quietly. Like we talked about before, they can't even sit still. They want to make noise. Like in quiet environment, they feel it's not good for them. 5. Is often on the go acting as if driven by a motor. Like is unable to be or uncomfortable being still for extended time, as in restaurants. Meetings may be experienced by others as being restless or difficult to keep up with, like we talked about it before. And 6. Often talks excessively. Because they are impulsive, they can't stop themselves. When we come to the common misconceptions about ADHD, we can see that ADHD is often misunderstood. Some people may dismiss it as mere laziness, um, lack of discipline, or just being energetic. But ADHD is more complex than that. It's a neurodevelopmental disorder, meaning it involves differences in brain structure and functioning, particularly in areas related to attention, impulse control, and executive functioning. What causes ADHD? Research suggests that ADHD is highly heritable, meaning if you have it, maybe your mom has it too, or your dad, or your grandfather, or your uncle, or your aunt. One of them maybe has. Environmental causes like prenatal exposure to toxins or early exposure to stress can also contribute, but they aren't the main cause. When we come to the treatment and management, that ADHD is actually can be managed effectively. Treatment often involves a combination of medication and behavioral therapy, depending on each person's needs. Behavioral strategies can include creating structured routines, using visual aids to track tasks, and breaking large projects into smaller steps. Medications such as stimulants can also help improve focus and impulse control, but these need to be carefully managed under a doctor's guidance. ADHD is not just a childhood disorder. Although symptoms may change with age, many adults also experience ADHD. In adults, it often manifests as issues with time management, organizations, and managing responsibilities. But with the right strategies, adults with ADHD can also thrive in their personal and professional lives. And we has come to the final slowly. You know what? There is a bunch of successful people with ADHD. If you have ADHD, don't put yourself in a bad mood. You can do it too, because they did it. ADHD doesn't define someone's potential. It's just one aspect of a person's experience. And with understanding and support, they can develop tools to navigate life more effectively. And that's the end. If you like this video, you can give a thumbs up. And if you wanna see videos like this, you can smash the subscribe button, and you can share this video with your other friends so they can see that too. So, until the next video, bye!